Hi there. Um, so I know a lot of my videos are on hemiplegic migraines, which I do have. I still have them, and I just wanted to let you know if you and excuse all the background stuff. I'm in my garage. These bras, bikini tops. I am a reseller. It's kind of what I do. There's a hole somewhere right there. Yeah, it needs to be fixed. But anyways, um, my allergies are also bad right now. So a few months back, I had went vegan, and it didn't last very long. It was only for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. But I had felt amazing. Um, but then I got really sick, ended up in bed, and my husband was the one who was cooking. So and he's a meat eater, he loves meat, and so that's all he was serving, and so I stopped doing vegan. And I know a lot of my vegan friends had actually come mad at me because they're like, well, you shouldn't stop be or you shouldn't be vegan just for your health, you should do it for the animals. Okay, well, here's the thing. I've eaten meat my entire life, um and me stopping it was actually it was because of my health. I'm allergic to a lot of foods, like a lot. I'm not supposed to have like gluten or dairy products, or there's some citrus that I can't eat. It's a lot, and so going vegan was so much easier, which that doesn't say that I don't eat those type of foods. I'm just not supposed to, and I know it's going to make me sick, which is really dumb of me, but at the same time it was like for a long time I didn't realize it was the foods that was causing me to be sick. Because I never had a doctor like tell me, oh, hey, maybe you should stop eating blah 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 because these are known to cause migraines. And I have some of the worst migraines. Like there's like a freaking level of migraines, and I'm up on one of the highest. I have hemiplegic migraines. If you don't know what that is, please look it up or look at one of my other videos that explains it. I also have chronic daily migraines, which is where I wake up daily with a headache, and then it normally it will progress into a migraine. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I get really lucky. I'm on a crap ton of medication for it. Um, I also, they thought I had basilar migraines because they would also come around when my hormones would go up and down. It would also cause me to have migraines. But then they were like, no, we're just going to lump it in with hemiplegic migraines. I'm like, all right, sweet. So, anyway, so while I was on that vegan diet, I actually didn't have any migraines that entire time, and it was nice because like my migraines, I have them 5 days out of the week. That means I have 2 days to recover. And anybody who has migraines knows that 2 days is not long enough to recover, and sometimes I'll have them back to back, and like sometimes a normal migraine would only last like I think it's like 4 to 6 hours or something. Mine would last for days, sometimes weeks. I had them for 4 months straight one time, which was really bad. I was in and out of the hospital constantly. They said it was I don't know if I'm going to say this right, migraneous migraines is what it's called. When you have them for more than 72 hours, which is what I always have migraines for more than 72 hours. When I have one, I know it's going to be for days. So anyways, I decided to go back on this vegan diet for my health basically. And because it's not hurting the animals and it's helping the planet, that's a huge plus. So, I mean, so I don't know how many people with migraines have tried this. Um, or if they want to try it with me, this is only my second day. It's it's a struggle, but then again, it's not. Because I can't, I also can't have, or I'm not supposed to have, anything that comes in a box, a bag, anything like that. Processed foods. I'm not supposed to have processed foods at all. And so I eat a lot of fresh vegetables. I do eat some frozen food as well. Like last night, I had they came out with this oh gosh, what's it called? They're noodles, but they're made out of like squash, I think. I don't know. Anyways, I had that and I put like broccoli in it, broccoli florets thingies, however you say it, that come from the freezer. I put those in it. And then I put a can of, which I'm not supposed to have canned stuff either, but you know, um, but a can of pinto beans on it and then added some seasoning. And oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, so, so good. And I think I've about got my dad talked into also being a vegan, also for his health. um, but there's a lot of like a lot of documents and research on it and everything else. And so, I mean, if you have thought about it, just look into all the research, and it will probably push you over the edge to go ahead and do it. And know that you are not alone. That was the biggest thing, is because there aren't very many people in my family who want to join me on this, because they think it's dumb. So, and I'm like, well, if it'll keep me from having migraines every day, then I'm all for it. If it would help me get off my medication, I'd really be for it. I don't want to be on medication anymore. I'm so sick of it. Like, we spend so much money on me going to the doctor and to the hospitals and my medication because my insurance won't cover it, and like all this other stuff. And this medication is basically just for me to survive. Like, and a lot of people are like, well, how does a migraine cause you not to survive? I've nearly died from having migraines. They make you where you can't eat or drink, and you throw up constantly. I became so dehydrated and became delirious over it. They ended up putting me in the hospital for a few days just to get my fluids back up. There was another time when I hadn't slept for over a week, and I don't mean that as in, well, I slept for a few hours here and there. No, I literally did not sleep for over a week and started seeing things, thought I was going freaking crazy, was taken to the hospital, and the doctor was asking my husband a bunch of questions, and he said, well, because schizophrenia and stuff like that doesn't run in her family, we're looking for another cause of this. Is she on drugs? And he's like, no, she doesn't take anything because it like it can mess with her migraines and stuff, so she just doesn't take anything else, like anything other than what I'm supposed to be taking. And he's like, okay. And my husband's like, but she's been up for like over a week because her head's been pounding. And and the doctor was like, well, when people go days without sleeping, it can actually cause them to do that. And he was like, so let's go ahead and put her to sleep and let her sleep for a couple of days and see if that helps. Oh my gosh, it was the best sleep I'd ever had. Like, my headache went away. Like, I mean, it was amazing. I woke up and I felt fine, and like I wasn't seeing anything, I wasn't hearing anything, I wasn't like I was back to pretty much my normal self. And the doctor's like, yeah, make sure that she sleeps. And he goes, my husband said, well, it's kind of hard to get her to sleep when her head's pounding and she can't get it to stop. And of course, they try to give me more medication. And like, and here's the thing about migraines is that painkillers, they don't work. Um, I've tried pretty much everything. Like, they actually gave me morphine one time, and it knocked it a little bit, but it wasn't like, it didn't really do a whole lot. Um hydrocodone doesn't do anything for it. Percocet doesn't touch it. Um, it's crazy, like the way that they they work. And so I'm hoping that by going vegan and eliminating a lot of the foods, hopefully it'll help get rid of these migraines. And also, another thing that I found last time whenever I went vegan was that my energy levels, like for the first few days, they were really bad. Like, I mean, for the first few days of going vegan, like it's like your body's just in shock and it sucks. It like throws you into this, it basically you don't want to do anything. And like by the fourth day, had so much energy. Like I was just, it was amazing. Oh my gosh, so amazing. And also I had, I had actually gained a little bit of weight before that, which was strange because usually I don't, because like I have migraines all the time, so it usually keeps my weight like really low. But my weight had it had steadied out and then went on a like a line. Um, so I wasn't gaining, I wasn't losing weight. It was just completely, you know. And I had a friend that actually went vegan with me, and he was actually overweight. He had lost a lot of weight while, and he's still vegan. He continued on, but he had actually lost a lot of weight. And then when he got to where he wanted to be, um, he pretty much straightened out as well. Like his weight just completely, like, you know, it continued on. Like he's not losing weight, he's not gaining weight right now. But he said that he, you know, he's been able to go to the gym and stuff like that, and like he just feels like he has a lot more energy. Like he looks a lot more muscular than what he did. Um, so I mean that's like really good for him. And the reason that he had done it was because um when I mentioned to him that I didn't want to do it alone, he was like, "Well, I'll do it with you, you know." And so, but yeah, he's like, yeah. And we're not one of those annoying people that are constantly talking about it or trying to get other people to do it. But, um, but yeah, if you have migraines and you were thinking about doing it and you need somebody to join with, I'm here. Just, you know, shoot me a message or whatever and let me know how your day's going. Let me know, you know, what you ate. I did eat, I ate some okra earlier. Some fried okra, but it wasn't, you know, I didn't use like, you know, the coconut oil. It tasted a little different, but it wasn't bad. Um, so yeah. So anyways, let me know.